Hello friends and fans, this is Z from Scientech Official. Before starting the video, I will request you to like, subscribe and share our channel. So today's video is about the top 5 smartphones that you can buy in 2020. And here we go. 4 cameras. There are two 48 megapixel cameras, one is ultra wide and one is wide. The third one is 8 megapixel telephoto lens, the people who are fond of making bokeh or portrait shots, so this camera is going to support them a lot. Then we get a special type of camera, that is 5 megapixel color filter camera. So it seems like that is something amazing or something new in the camera world. That might be a shooter that can take photos like X-ray shots. So let's see how it is going to perform. This one comes with OIS, optical image stabilization. In the front camera zone, we have 16 megapixel of camera with gyro EIS. It comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 processor, which is one of the latest and faster performing processors by Qualcomm. On number 4, we have Oppo Find X2 Pro 5G. That is also one of the top end variants by Oppo. Let's see what comes out of the box. So what we get in the specs zone, we get Android 10 with Colors OS 7.1. That is a good user interface being used by Oppo. It comes with a 1 RAM variant and 2 storage variants. There is 12 GB of RAM along with 256 and 512 GB of storage. That's really good. 512 is quite interesting these days and people are demanding that kind of storage. So in the display section we have 6.7 inch of display along with 513 ppi HDR10 Plus, and this display is getting 120 Hz of display refresh rate. It means it is going to be faster and smoother. So in camera we have a lot of cameras and big cameras, one is 48 megapixel wide, second one is 13 megapixel periscope and telephoto lens. So let me tell you a bit about periscope and telephoto. Telephoto lens is used for the portrait shots and periscope is used for the optical and hybrid zoom. So let's see how it's going to perform in this section. We get 148 megapixel ultra wide. All these cameras come with optical image stabilization, that is OIS, and there is one front camera that is 32 megapixel. In processor section we get Snapdragon 865 7nm plus. This is also same as OnePlus 8 Pro 5G, so this is going to be a good processor. In the battery section, this gets 4260 mAh battery. What's best about this battery is it is getting Super VOOC 2.0 fast charging, that is 65 watt fast charging. Number 3, we have Apple iPhone 11 Pro Max 5G, one of the top end flagship phones these days, and one of the people who like Apple ecosystem, they are going to love this phone because this phone is coming with iOS 13 that is upgradable till 13.5. This phone comes with 3 storage variants. One is 4 GB RAM with 64, 256 and 512 GB of storage. That is good. It comes with 6.5 inch of display along with 458 HDR10 plus 120 Hz refresh rate display. So that's going to be smoother and faster. In the camera zone we get 3 rear cameras. All of them are 12 megapixel. One is wide, one is ultra wide, and obviously the third one is telephoto because Apple is famous. I can say it's number 1 for telephoto portrait shots. This phone comes with OIS and 4K video recording. That's a huge change. And in front we have 12 megapixel OIS camera. Apple 11 Pro Max is a company A13 Bionic chip. That is going to be one of the fastest chips made by Apple these days. The reason of putting this phone on number 3 is the battery, because this phone is below 4000 mAh battery, that is 3969 mAh battery. This phone supports only 18 watt fast charging. and they claim that this phone can charge 50% in 30 minutes. So let's see what results are going to tell about this. And this phone comes with wireless charging, so let's see how it's going to perform. On number 2 we have phone which should be on number 2, that is Huawei P40 Pro 5G. I can assure this phone is going to be one of the best phone of market in 2020. The reason of putting this phone on number 2 is this phone is lacking Google Play Store and Google stock apps because of the conflict between Huawei and Google. It has Android 10 EMUI 10.1. It has 8GB of RAM along with 256 and 512GB of storage. It has 6.58-inch quad curved OLED 440 ppi HDR10 display. In terms of camera, you can rank this phone number 1 phone in 2020. It has 150 megapixel of RRYB filter, 1 8 megapixel telephoto lens being used for the portrait and bokeh shots, 1 8 megapixel periscope lens, which is going to make an exceptional difference between all phones because it has 10x optical and 100x digital zoom. The last camera on the rear side has 40 megapixel RGB filter. All rear camera supports 4K recording and OIS. In the front camera zone, we have one camera that is 32 megapixel. Huawei most top-end phones comes with Kirin processor, so this phone is supporting the number 1 Kirin processor, that is Kirin 995G octa-core processor. It is lacking in the battery section because it is having 4200 mAh battery with supercharged 40 watt. It has wireless charging and it also has 27 watt reverse wireless charging. So that's all from the Huawei P40 Pro. And here comes the number 1 phone, that is obviously Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G. In terms of overall specification, this phone should be ranked as the best phone around the globe in 2020. It comes with Android 10 out of the box. It comes with 3 variants, 12GB of RAM along with 128GB and 256GB of storage, and the third variant is 16GB of RAM and 512GB of storage. It has a 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 511 ppi display. It has Corning Gorilla Glass 6 along with HDR10 Plus and 120Hz refresh rate. Samsung is one of the company producing more than 100 megapixel cameras in the world right now. It comes with a 108 megapixel wide angle lens, a 48 megapixel periscope telephoto lens which can take 10x optical and hybrid zoom, which is really great, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera and 0.3 megapixel depth sensor with OIS, and Samsung S20 Ultra is one of the phones which can take 8K video recording right now. On front we get 40 megapixel wide angle camera, that is great. Samsung is producing 2 variants in terms of processor. For the global user, it is giving Exynos 990, which is the best Exynos processor available right now, and for the USA users, it is giving Qualcomm Snapdragon 865. We get a big battery of 5000 mAh with fast charging of 45 watt. It also gives 15 watt wireless charging and reverse wireless charging of 9 watt. That's all from today's video. Do not forget to like, subscribe and share our channel. Thank you.